So it's Tom Llewellyn with Twitter. A couple of minutes with Tom, right? Hope this doesn't run long, but I don't know if you guys know who Dave Chappelle is before this year or any year. He certainly wasn't on my radar as a comedian. I think the last show that I watched and I saw him on the show was Seinfeld's having coffee and cars with comedians, right? And he was on there and it was like, huh, who is this guy? And I think one of the things about that Seinfeld show was a lot of these guys came off as really smart, Dave being one of them. And so now we got this Dave Chappelle guy that's getting his butt canceled for God knows what reason by these nasty, intolerant little piggish pink shirts on our campuses or even in our businesses. People that just have decided that they own the truth and they're going to go out and, I guess, minimize somebody's free speech, or at least attempt to. And for what it's worth, if you haven't seen The Closer with Dave Chappelle, go look at it. First of all, every comedian's a little different. I love this guy's approach. Now, I'm not a guy that loves to hear cussing or the N-word or any of that kind of stuff, and he does a little of all that stuff. But he does it in a way that's just, makes you giggle, makes you laugh, makes you think. He's got a sense of perspective that is kind of delightful. And part of listen, got to go see The Closer, regardless what I tell you about it here. But, he befriends a person that's kind of trying to move from, one gender to another in whatever way possible. And in doing so, asks her to be the starting show in his big show, right? Come on, warm him up, do whatever. And, for her, it was this, wow, you're going to do this for me? Night comes on and she gets into the show and she does her gig and she's not really very good, according to David. But she's a funny person. They get back in the after the show, and there are a bunch of comedians and her, and she's yucking it up with him. She's wonderful, right? Sadly, and you could see the heartbreak in this man. The woman committed suicide, and it's just like, I'm sorry, it's going to break me up a little. It's terrible to lose anybody, right? But he manages to take the heartbreak and the humor and be able to put them together in a way that, one, showed you how torn up he was, but number two is that we still got to laugh about it, right? We still got to laugh about our lives. We have to have a sense of humor. So for all those pink shirt, I don't know. I don't want to call them names. For all those pink shirts out there trying to emulate the brown shirts or the KGB or whatever to marginalize our speech, here's the deal. Let's shut down the pink shirts. Let's shut down the pink shirts. They make accusations. Let's just tell it like it is. These people are the worst kind of people in the world, and we need less of them, not more of them. We need more Dave Chappelles, not less Dave Chappelles, right? Anyway, I'm Tom Llewellyn, and that's 2 minutes on Twitter, maybe 3. Thanks.